On the 7th of August 2024, WakeUpéiRe hand-delivered a letter to Virgin Media TV reminding them of their journalistic duty to report on the staggering increase in post-COVID-19 injection excess deaths. We are currently travelling all over Éire to present our information leaflet highlighting this most serious issue. We are hand-delivering letters written by our volunteers to some of the political, medical and media representatives in all the towns we visit.
Hey guys, we're here today outside Virgin Media TV. The security won't let us go down to hand deliver this letter. Somebody from Virgin is on the way out to us to take it off us. This is a letter written by several different volunteers from WakeUpéiRe. They threw their thoughts together, and this is what they have to say to the Irish media right now. Virgin Media Television, regarding post-COVID-19 injection excess deaths. We have come here today as deeply concerned men and women of Éire to make a public plea to the owners, management and staff of Virgin Media TV to report the following fact. Since the rollout of the COVID-19 injection in 2021, there has been a horrific increase in excess deaths in every village, in every town, in every county of Éire. Such alarmingly high numbers of extra deaths and injuries are occurring in all countries where a significant percentage of the population has been injected with the COVID-19 experimental pharmaceutical products. Excess death statistics are a measurement of the difference between the actual all-cause mortality and the expected mortality under normal conditions. This is the gold standard for evaluating the health of a nation. A number of different calculation methods can be used, and the statistics we present to you here today were determined using the 5-year rolling average. These figures are analysed from RIP.ie, which is recognised by the General Registry's Office and the Central Statistics Office as a real-time measure of mortality in Ireland. I'll just show you here, guys. This is the chart that's on here. It's on the bottom of the letter. Okay, I'm not going to go through the chart. For an up-to-date analysis and county-by-county breakdown, please go to IrelandExcessDeaths.com. So we're telling them where we're getting our information from. The numbers in the chart that you've just seen total to the amount of 18,800 post-COVID-19 injection excess deaths in Éire. We are pointing out to you that there is a large amount of validated information freely available and in the public domain, which includes manufacturing safety data from the producers of the COVID-19 injections highlighting that they actually knew these injections were never safe. All relevant regulatory bodies now admit that the C-19 injections have already caused millions of deaths as well as maiming hundreds of millions of people worldwide. There are also data-backed studies proving the correlation between the COVID-19 injections and the rise in post-injection excess deaths currently happening in all heavily injected countries. We have provided you with several links that prove the statements that we are making. The COVID-19 injection caused obvious and significant carnage all over the island of Éire. All media, Virgin Media TV included, are completely betraying public trust by continuing to refuse to report on the C-19 injection injuries and deaths. This willful neglect of journalistic duties continues to contribute to the massive public lie that these injections were safe and effective. Large numbers of trusting and unsuspecting individuals are continuing to take these injections and boosters, and some of these people will die or will surely suffer life-altering health consequences. Tens of thousands of people are now coming to accept that the media are lying at a time when they could be saving lives by faithfully reporting on the now known risks attached to the COVID-19 injection. This is so huge and so evil that many people still cannot get their heads around how so many media professionals could collude to censor such key facts and information in this digital era. Irish media has exposed itself as very stupid and very ugly. There is a glaringly hollow tone to the so-called controversial radio shows where people phone in and passionately discuss difficult subjects with presenters that postures as earnest and concerned individuals. It is now blatantly obvious that these same presenters have no intention of lending a sympathetic ear to the tens of thousands of people who have been bereaved or injured by the COVID-19 injections in ERE since its rollout in 2021. We see you. There are no excuses or no hiding places now. Even if media companies or individuals should come forth tomorrow and apologise for having centred the vital information of our times, it would be obvious that they are only doing so because they now recognise that the tide of public opinion is turning all over ERE, and not because they feel morally obligated to confess for their role in this most heinous of crimes. The whole thing is a sham, a cowardly, evil endorsing game played by people who are abusing the trust of the public. Shame on you all. Shame. Notwithstanding this fact, the volunteers at WakeUpéiRe are inviting you to start reporting the truth and to interview some of our injured or bereaved volunteers. They are eager to tell their stories and share information about the challenges they now face.
Sorry, can I say something if you don't mind?
In convincing the medical and media industries to recognise the pain of their suffering and lived experience. Excuse me for a minute. Please acknowledge that because the Irish media refuse to do their job correctly, a vast number of concerned and discerning individuals are rising up from the ground to begin a grassroots media that strives to faithfully present facts. Unlike the salaried media employees, these citizen journalists are mostly unpaid, often vilified and slurred by legacy mainstream and local media. Legacy and local media companies are displaying unqualified arrogance and disdain for both COVID-19 injection facts and anyone who is courageous enough to speak these truths. Your behaviour was and is still deplorable and renders you complicit in these enormous crimes. But the truth has an elegance all of its own, and this unique human elegance is starting to assert its rightful place in our public commentary spaces. As legacy institutions come under scrutiny for their complicity in the quoted genocide of the Irish people, there will be a shift in the collective consciousness towards the ideals of a society that prioritise human dignity and integrity. We will look back in embarrassment at contemporary media styles, at the incessant, hollow hype and frenzied denial of important and unavoidable facts that have shaped our realities in these last 4 years. This is a sad time in the history of ERE, and the Irish media played a huge role in bringing about this awful state of affairs. To each and every one working in the mainstream media companies, including Virgin Media TV, you have played your part in the big lie, and almost 20,000 excess deaths are the consequences. Please sit with this reality and carefully consider your future actions. The people of ERE are now paying full attention. We will leave you with this one chilling fact. Mainstream Irish media are now still promoting and encouraging the public to take more COVID-19 boosters. This is a great evil. We see you, we will never forget. Thank you. Thank you.
Excellent.
Alright guys, just put your Hancock on this, yeah?
What are we saying? What are you doing? And then set around here.
Of deep concern of post-COVID-19 injection excess deaths. We've given you links to 12 different sources to back up the claims that we're making on this leaflet. So, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Look, from Edel here at Virgin Media, and from all the volunteers, God bless you all, God bless your families, and again, all we can ever say to you is silence is compliance at this stage. You know, we can't keep asking people to come out. If you don't come out, you're compliant in the genocide of the Irish people. And that's my final word from it. So from Virgin Media and from Westgate Business Park, God bless you all. Take care.